Okay, this tutorial is going to show you the different markings on the Generation 1 My Little Ponies. You'll have to bear with me because my nose has been running. My allergies must be acting up because I've been sneezing all day and I've got a runny nose and excuse me, getting kind of tired here. So I'm just going to quick show you the different markings and things you find on Generation 1 My Little Ponies and what can be fixed and you know what you really kind of want to avoid when you're buying to collect. As you can see, this is a Sweetheart Sister pony. I don't know if you can see all that well. She's got markings all over her. These look to be like pen markings. The crayon markings, and some of these will not come off, but I have this product called Restore Doll Doll Cleaner, and it's specifically made to clean up the plastic bodies, and it will remove these stains very well, and it won't take off their factory paint, which is really nice. I don't know why it would not take off the factory paint but would take off pens, markers, and things like that, but it does, and it works really well. So these are just regular marks. Like I said, they can clean up, I mean, if you're willing to spend the time, and you can also fade them on the ponies, which I've never done. What you do is you take zit cream, pimple cream. It has to have a certain product on it. I don't remember what it is. I'll have to ask somebody to write in the comments area what you use. But you put it on the mark and you stick it out in the sun for several hours, and it will lighten it up, and eventually the mark will go away, which is kind of cool. So that is regular markings. Now, another kind of issue you will find on a lot of My Little Ponies, especially the white ones, are these little pink marks. They are called Regrind. It's something to do with the way the plastic is made. I don't know why it is exactly that they show up, but you'll find like these little pink stains, and they are not removable unless you were to do that fading process I just talked about. You see there's another one right there. Oh, and a really good one on her ear. So I mean, it is possible that it was a highlighter marker because, you know, hot pink was pretty popular back in the 80s, but chances are this is Regrind, and is something that you just take off by fading, or you just do a full body repaint and repaint over the entire body, which is, I know, blasphemy to some people who collect My Little Pony G1s, but that is something that I would do with this pony, and I know it's sacrilegious, but you know, I paid for it. I'm going to do what I want with it, and chances are most of the times I can make more money selling it as a custom than I can regular for this. So that's that one. This one, you can see, is covered in mildew. This, I would imagine, is probably really popular or really easy to find on the sea ponies, because these were basically made as bath toys. You can see she's got a little hole on her head that you put her in the water and you squirt it and the water will shoot out, and it's a lot of fun to play with when you're in the bathtub. At least it was when I was in the bathtub, and I would play with them. This is not my original one, though. I had an adult pink one. Can't remember her. I think her name was Seashell, but anyways, these little dots are mildew. Not healthy, not good to have on ponies. It will spread to other ponies. This is living bacteria. You want to stick this in bleach, and it should kill it, but you got to be careful because the bleach will eat away the plastic. There are methods to cleaning a pony with mildew, but I really don't know quite what it is. So if you have one with mildew on it, you want to separate it from your other toys because it will get mildew on the other ones. So that's that. We'll set her aside. And now for this one, as you can see, her ponytail looks like she had a little accident. It's a little brown on the bottom there. This is called rusting. It's pony rust. It comes from, like, when you, obviously she's a drinking wet pony, so she's got water coming through her. And a lot of kids did take these ponies and stick them in the bathtub because, you know, they're fun to play with. But there are metal rings on the inside of the ponytail holding it together, and you know, you get that wet enough, it's going to rust. So this is, and it bleeds onto the hair. I don't know a method of getting the rust out of the hair. What I would do is just, if I wanted to keep her as is, because her paint's pretty decent, and she really doesn't have any markings on her other than the tail rust, I would just take the tail out and replace the tail, because it's also really dry on the ends and frizzy and looks like it's been cut some. The mane's not all that bad, except for it's the hair is pretty faded, but you can easily replace that as well. And then the last one is pony cancer, which I don't know if you can see. Right there is a little brown dot, and that is the breakdown of the plastic. You'll get brown spots all over the ponies, and it'll get really soft, and that's the you can see it, she's got some on her cheek too, and that again is the plastic breaking down, and they call it pony cancer. So I think that's kind of a cruel word for it. I don't like that term, but that's what it is. So those are the different things you look for on My Little Ponies. Cancer, I don't think you can fix either. This is non-curable, which really sucks. So you want to avoid that too when buying ponies. She came in with a lot of ponies that I had bought online, so just kind of stuck with her. But that is what it looks like. And just keep an eye out when you're buying ponies, because you just want to avoid those things.